Once upon a time, in a village on the outskirts of the city, there was an old abandoned house. It had been empty for many years, the windows were boarded up and the garden overgrown. But one day a stray cat found its way in, and it wasn't just any cat. It was a beautiful calico cat with a white chest and paws. She was looking for a place to have her kittens, and she knew this would be the perfect place. She gave birth to 4 healthy kittens, and soon the house echoed with their tiny meows. As the kittens grew bigger, they explored every corner of the house, chasing each other through the rooms and pouncing on imaginary prey. The mother cat watched them with amusement, knowing that they were preparing for a life outside. One day, one of the kittens, a little gray tabby, ventured out of the house and into the garden. He had seen birds flying around and wanted to catch one. But he was too young and inexperienced and soon found himself stuck up a tree. The little guy was scared, meowing frantically for his mother. Hearing his cries, the calico cat rushed out of the house and quickly assessed the situation. Without hesitation, she began to climb the tree. The other cats watched in admiration as their mother, with the help of a friendly dog that happened to be passing by, coaxed the kitten down and then carried him back to the safety of the house. From that day on, the kittens stayed close to home. They learned that the world outside could be dangerous, but inside they were safe and loved. The 5 cats lived like this for many months, surviving on the food the kind dog left for them and the occasional bird or mouse that one of the cats managed to catch. As the seasons changed, the house began to fall apart. More and more of the roof tiles blew off, exposing the cats to the rain and wind. One particularly harsh winter day, the temperature plummeted and snow piled up on the roof. When the cats huddled together for warmth, the calico cat knew something had to be done. She called all the cats together and explained that they needed to find a new home. The old house was no longer safe and they had to look after each other. So they set off down the lane, 5 brave cats looking for a new home together. Just then, a woman walking her dog saw them and gasped. She couldn't believe how beautiful they were. She stopped to pet them, and soon all 5 cats were following her down the lane towards her house. The woman opened her door and the cats hesitated. They had never been inside a house before, but the woman's kind smile and gentle voice reassured them. As the days passed, the cats settled into their new home. The woman, whose name was Maria, made sure they had plenty of food and a warm place to sleep. She took them to the vet where they were all given clean bills of health. And most importantly, Maria played with them, brushing their fur and scratching their ears. One day, Maria was sorting through some old family photos when she came across a picture of herself as a child standing in front of the abandoned house. She remembered playing there as a kid and wishing she could make the house her own. But when her father passed away and left her his house, she had no choice but to sell it. As she looked at the picture, Maria felt a pang of regret. She wished she had kept the house and maybe the cats had been there all along. Suddenly, she heard a meow and turned to see one of the cats rubbing against her leg. She looked into its grateful eyes and realized that the cats had not only found a home with her, but had become her family. Maria couldn't help but smile. She had saved the cats from the cold and given them a chance at a better life. And in return, they had saved her house from neglect and loneliness. From that day on, Maria and the cats lived happily ever after. They were the perfect family.